Hello and welcome to the channel. On today's video we are climbing the highest point in southern Scotland, the Merrick. The route starts at Glen Trool at the Bruce's Stone car park. The first part, you're navigating your way through all the ferns and bracken, and you go along the river passing some really nice waterfalls. We're in Glen Trool, walking up the Merrick today. Merrick's not quite a Monroe, it's a Corbett. Now, some of these Corbetts are actually more challenging than the Monroes, so we'll see how we get on today. It's an absolute scorcher of a day. This one's going to be really tough, but unlike Benyellary last week, we'll be able to see views from the top, get the drone up, have a look at these views. This is your message, to just get out there and explore, enjoy today, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Keep smiling everybody, see you at the top. On the way you walk up to the Merrick, you pass this abandoned house. I can hear the birds inside. Let's go and have a wee nosy, see what's in here. Interesting wee bit. See, fireplace. I don't know how safe it is with the ceiling and stuff. Interesting. Merrick is a Corbett in the range of the Awful Hand, part of the Southern Uplands. Standing at 843 metres, it is the highest mountain in southern Scotland. Now, Corbetts are defined as Scottish mountains between 2,500 and 3,000 feet. There are 222 of these in Scotland, and the Merrick ranks at 98th place on the height list. Now, these Corbetts can be harder than some Monroes, so don't be naive and always take care on the hills. The walk up the Merrick includes the summit of Benyellary. The downslope towards the Merrick momentarily relaxes your leg muscles. You begin to lose sight of the path and you have to navigate a grassy section to make your way to the summit. Guys, I've made it to the top. That was quite a struggle today. It's absolutely scorching. Nice climb, quite steep. There's a lot of mountains that are probably easier than this one today. Just to prove that I'm at the top. There's a wee thing. Put a wee cairn on as well. Reaching the summit, you are treated to 360 degrees of stunning views. Interesting fact, the 144-mile view between the Merrick and Snowdon in Wales is the longest line of sight in the British Isles. I wish I had known this at the time, as today was the clearest day imaginable. I had to take the drone up to capture these stunning views for myself. The Merrick looks absolutely stunning in this picturesque day. You can see the kind of lower lands towards the north, and then the more kind of summits and hills in the south. Now, the summit itself of the Merrick is quite large. This was quite a flat topped mountain, which is very kind of different to when we were at Goat Fell, where it was very kind of rocky and pointy. The flat top is covered by grass, so you're able to walk around the summit, take in the views for yourself. I always feel that Dumfries and Galloway is such an underrated place when exploring Scotland. Everybody's first thought when coming to Scotland is going to visit the Highlands. And yeah, the Highlands are simply stunning. However, this part of the country is very underrated, and there are some kind of stunning views. I mean, look at this, all the different kind of lochs and hills in the distance. This is simply stunning. When I came here, there was hardly any people, which provides a nice peaceful time of solitude and reflection. I was able to sit here, take in the views, think about life and how to kind of progress. This simply helps with mental health, and you've just got to get out there and experience it for yourself. It was now time to make the descent. Although there is another way down, I just went back the way I came, trusting the path that I already knew. An interesting feature is the presence of several partly buried granite boulders. They are glacial erratics, but the exact mechanism is unclear that has brought them here, 200 metres higher than any other granite in the Galloway Hills. On my way back down from Merrick, which is just up here, I'm now going to climb this to get down. So it's actually quite knackering. that chilled today in the weather, but we've got to take that opportunity to get out and about, take it by both hands. This is something that I'm getting into again. I used to do hill walking with my dad for work, so now taking it up again and I'm enjoying it. Section behind me was really steep. I don't think the video actually does it any justice, but it was like climbing up a wall. There's not much of a path here. You kind of lose your way. The path seems to be just grass that's flattened down for people that were walking. We had the video at Benyellary and also got fell. It was well mapped out paths. For the majority of it, getting to the top I got fell. You know, it was just kind of rocks and you were kind of scrambling up. But here, it's just grass. It's just grass. And that brings its own challenges. I went over my ankle a couple of times when I was walking down here. I had to take it a lot slower, but it's supposed to be easier coming downhill with the gravity. It's just kind of pulling you down. You've got to watch every single step, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it today. My camera keeps means to get a new goal or something, but it's been a good day solo climb for myself. I think this is my first proper solo climb. Nice and peaceful. Been a few people I've met on the way. There's a guy mountain biking up it. He went back down, but he was struggling on the way up. He had to push his bike up. I wonder how he got going coming down this. Certainly a bit more fun than the pedalling up. But as I said, it's been worth it today, guys. Enjoyed this. Enjoyed being out. It was great to see some of the crack views. I'll probably do a couple of videos, one just with the drone and one with the climb as well, so keep tuned in. Better switch this off before I do myself an injury. The descent is quite steep and you need to watch in areas. I fell a few times when I went over my ankle. Although I was okay, still had to be really careful. In poor visibility, it's hard to see any path, so just make sure that you are able to kind of navigate your way down. On the way down, you pass that abandoned house, which is actually Culsharg Bothy. Now, when we went into the Bothy, there was nothing there, so I think it's still kind of an abandoned Bothy. Bothies in Scotland are places of refuge for the weary traveller looking to kind of spend a night in shelter from the elements. In Scotland, you've got to be aware of the changing weather. Although today was really sunny and warm, most days in Scotland you can have 4 seasons in one, so the refuge of a bothy is sometimes well needed. The total climb took about 4 hours. It's a very underrated climb. as it's quite challenging in areas. There was a lot of steep parts, a lot of sections where the path wasn't visible. So you're really testing your navigational skills, your fitness and your climbing skills. This one is certainly underrated when it comes to hill climbing, as many people just focus on bagging the Munros. But as I said, the Corbetts are very underrated and there's some hidden gems out there. You will not be disappointed with this climb. There's something for everyone. It is quite a challenge, but it offers stunning views. There are sections where you go through the ferns and the bracken, then there's the steep sections, and then there's onto the hill. You climb 2 summits to get to the top, and I was able to get the drone up and have lots of views across southern Scotland. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that one today, guys. Climbing the Merrick. It's a tough climb in that scorching heat. It's some great views though. Now we're heading to the pub or something to get a nice cold glass of beer. Keep smiling, guys. See you on the next one.